Hello, my friends. So, today we are reading for the Firefly people. And this is the air element, not the fire element, even if it is called a firefly. So, here we go. Inspired and fantastic yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring it to balance, write a poem, draw. Do something creative. So the interesting thing about the firefly is that I do have fireflies on my property. When I come home at night, at this time of year, I see fireflies lighting up all around me. What's really special about that is that fireflies, unfortunately, are not having an easy time of it right now due to climate change or just not having the proper environmental conditions anymore due to development. I don't know, but maybe pollution. I don't know. But the fireflies as a species are not doing well. However, on my property, they are doing well. So I get to see them when I come home. I hope wherever you are, you get to see them too. So, because they are quite magical, and maybe you are, whether you know it now or not. Okay, taking a look at your tea leaf cards, we have Open Bridge, or Broken, sorry, wow, Open Bridge? Oh, that was quite a slip. Broken Bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Next to love, deep affection, and caring. So it looks like some sort of a love connection has not worked out due to probably poor communication or just an inability to come into agreement on issues. Perhaps you're simply too different. We have period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Then we have chain of events that will affect your life and forces working against you. So probably some of these forces are not affecting you the way you would like, put it that way. Now, finally, we have someone you know is undependable and insincere. Maybe that's why your bridge is broken. So it would seem that you are feeling uninspired because you are perhaps struggling with some emotional disappointment. Maybe more than that. We have chain of events that will affect you. That's that could be, I mean, it shows right there. It shows the globe in general. So maybe these things, obviously these things can be very far away. This is where, what is it? The butterfly effect. Perhaps the butterfly effect is very active in your life right now, and it does not feel good. And you are frustrated. I am wondering, though, if this is a chain of events that is occurring nowhere near you, if you are truly dealing with the butterfly effect, what is the best way for you to go about achieving your goals? Whoa, okay. Feel your pain, work through your mourning. Work is perhaps not the right word. Process, integrate, really feel and accept work. I keep wanting to say work, and I don't want to say work. So processing mourning, I am not good at it. I'll tell you that right up front. I am not a good person to talk to about mourning because I do not deal well with it at all. So, my first recommendation would be, if you are having trouble with grief, mourning, seek professional help. What do they call it? I think they call it complex grief, when you have a lot of trouble working your way through it, releasing it, moving on, however you won't care to put it. For now, though, perhaps you just need a reminder that the sun will come out again. You will be happy again someday. We have the Page of Pentacles in the middle here. This is a Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this page, I could easily see this being someone who is feeling dull and apathetic and difficult to help, honestly. That's one of the possibilities with a Page of Pentacles. You can be very stubborn, refusing to move, refusing to let other people help you with this grief, perhaps. And for now, I do offer the reminder that the sun will come out again. It did for me. It took a long time, but it did. Now, we have the Devil. I've never seen it in this deck before. It's I believe that's a Jack in the Pulpit. Or a pitcher plant. I'm not sure which. The colors are strange. I haven't seen it in purple. And then we have the Page of Wands, also in reverse. Oh dear. Well, now we have the Knight of Wands. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm not at all sure that these could be the same person. So we have a Page of Wands in reverse. So somebody who was a brat when they were younger and perhaps less mature chronologically. And now perhaps they are moving into the Knight of Wands. This is an upright Knight of Wands, so this is definitely an improvement. So there's greater maturity. There's moving forward in life, perhaps moving on from the Devil. The Devil representing vices, addictions, bad habits, illusions and delusions, the lies we tell ourselves. The things we believe that aren't true. And then we use them as an excuse for our bad behavior. Look at that Page of Wands, looking back at the Devil. Not a good past there. But with this Knight of Wands in reverse, in the upright, perhaps there's been some improvement. Oh wow, now we have the Page of Swords. In the upright. So Page of Swords is, the Swords court cards are all about truth, integrity, honesty. They are also about learning. Well, the pages are always about learning, but the Page of Swords is especially interested in learning. And yet we have the Two of Swords. Why are there so many people here? So the Two of Swords is about stagnation, but it is a stagnation of choice. And no, stagnation does not always have to be imposed by others. Sometimes We have this Page of Pentacles here in reverse. We already talked about that. Someone who's very stubborn to the point of not letting other people help them. No, they would rather sit there mired in their misery, in their muck. That would be a Two of Swords kind of behavior. And then we have this Queen of Pentacles. Page of Swords, Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So many people in this reading. Who is everybody here? Why are there so many people here? Maybe they're all fireflies in your life. Bright lights to cause some inspiration, but not meant to stick around. Now we have the Page of Cups in reverse. You have 3 pages in reverse and 1 in the upright. You have all 4 pages. All right, so I'm going to have to assume that these are all you, honestly. I think. Let's see what else comes out with this Page of Cups in reverse. Why so many people in this reading? Why so many people in this reading? I see. You are working on your mastery. Oh my goodness. You had the High Priestess underneath that Magician. Some readers see that as a divine pair. But it didn't come out, so... It seems that you started out with a lot of work to be done. Don't get me wrong, we all start out with a lot of work that needs to be done. So, your job right now is to learn mastery of yourself, to get in touch with your inner guide, your inner teacher, your inner light, and to integrate that into yourself, along with all of the pages. That's a lot of work. It looks like you're taking on everything all at once instead of a little bit at a time. Or 1 suit at a time, or even just 2 suits at a time. You've got all 4 of them. So, that's a lot to deal with, even if they are all pages. This looks like a major initiation for you, a spiritual calling. You didn't get Judgment, but which is about a spiritual calling. But to have all 4 suits and the Magician is the master. The one who is able to work with all of the elements to co-create and manifest using the universal energies. They channel them through their own bodies. So typically the Magician is pictured with one hand pointing down towards the ground and one hand up towards the sky. So it's called as above, so below. And so the Magician has to be in alignment to be a conduit. That takes a lot of work. And it looks like you are in the midst of it. Any connection that you were in, well, you're going through so much change, it would be really hard to maintain any connection at all right now. But let's see what the universe has to say. First up, you have the Crow. Memories, remembering, mystery, magical power. A new event are happening. Clever problem solver. Servant. And yet we have the Snake. Deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, toxic. It says silent treatment and other bunch of stuff, but I think the deception, betrayal, toxicity kind of thing covers it all pretty well. All right. Dark to light. Perhaps you have been a very dark kind of person, and it is time for a revolution within you. Perhaps this is you. You got most of those pages in reverse. That does not suggest a nice person. It suggests a really immature, bratty person at best, honestly. At best. But we have resolve, purpose, focus, concentration, resilient, take determined action, strength and persistence, wishes do come true, peace, miracle, dreams, feeling blessed, hopeful. It's interesting. We have inspiration, nighttime and inspiration, just like fireflies. So it looks like enlightenment is headed your way of some sort. I'm not trying to say you'll be, you know, like an ascended being, like, I don't know, the Dalai Lama or something. Oh boy. No, it seems that you are in a soul connection, and that this is the trigger that has caused all this change. And this is a lot of change. It has changed the course of your life. And you are determined to go the distance. You are determined to become a better person. And have a new beginning. But first, remember, you got the Hermit. So, time to be an island. Time to go into that cave. That time apart will create growth in you. It will reveal things about yourself, hidden knowledge, help you with your control issues if you have any. I'm sorry, control. I don't mean being controlling of others unless that's something that is you have to work on. I was thinking more along the lines of emotional regulation. You have to be a grown-up and be in charge of your own emotions, not expect others to do it for you. If you want real communication, you have to be able to regulate your emotions, because real communication can be very upsetting sometimes. And if you can't control yourself, control your reactions, your responses, communication will break down very quickly. And that could be the source of the broken bridge. So, it looks like you really want a really nice family. Or maybe this is just a promise that in your future there will be a good, comfortable family. A good, comfortable home with a sense of belonging and roots, comfort and safety. But yes, there's still all that work to be done. Really not sure what to tell you about that, because that's I can see where that would feel really overwhelming. my advice really is take it one step at a time and get professional help. Let's see what the Healing Spirits deck has to say to you. All right, we got 2 cards. The light in you can lead the way, and this is the perfect time. So, if you had any doubts about what you should be doing or if you should be waiting, the answer is no. Look for your inner light. That's part of the Hermit's message. And this is the perfect time. It's never going to be easy. This kind of thing never is. So, honestly, congratulations. It's tough, it's difficult, it's worth it. Look for your inner light. It's still there. You can do this. And there is nothing wrong with getting some help. I am wishing you all the best. Till next time.